Imagine walking into a mall as you see a girl thrown into the air, only to have a guy catch her feet and hold her above his head. I'm sure you may ask, what's going on? But this is a sight that wouldn't be odd to me and something that I've seen many times. It's called stunting, and it's something I've been doing for about 3.5 years, and I've grown a strong interest in it. Many people have become interested in it because of the many different stunts, the techniques involved in performing them, partner stunt nationals, and stunt fests. There are many different stunts that you may see, and these may range from very basic stunts to very advanced stunts. Beginning stunts include toss stunts such as toss hands, where a girl lands on both feet in 2 hands, a liberty, where a girl is standing on 1 foot in the guy's hands, and a toss awesome, where a girl is standing with both feet together, but a guy is holding her with 1 arm. A full up is similar to the basic toss stunt, except a girl does a full twist on the way up. Rewind stunt is basically a girl standing on the ground. She does a backflip when she's thrown into the air and then lands on the guy's hands. Another stunt is front handspring up. This is a stunt that's a little bit different because the girl starts standing on her hands as a guy grabs her, flips her, and she does a twist on the way up. According to Craig Calloway of American Cheerleading Magazine, difficulty is increased by adding variations to these stunts, as well as making up your own personalized stunts. These very different stunts are all use the same basic technique to be completed. Technique is a huge necessity when it comes to learning how to stunt. The biggest thing for me when I started stunting was learning not to use strength, but to make sure you use technique. Strength is also required, of course, but it's your technique that lets you do great stunts and lets you succeed. On toss stunts, the guy must make sure that he's not going to push or pull a girl on the way up. What this means is when you're picking her up, you don't want to pull it towards you, and you also don't want to push it away from you. This way you're keeping it straight up and down, and she lands straight on top of you so you don't have to move to the stunt. Another key aspect is timing. What I mean by timing is a girl can't flip before you want her to flip, and you can't make her flip before she's ready to flip. This part's a little bit trickier because it's not just what you're doing, it's what you and your partner together, so it takes a little bit of time to develop this technique. Another common flaw is not finishing your toss. And what that means is, rather than throwing all the way up and then letting go, you're going to here and cutting it off and trying to catch it before it gets to the top. Using proper technique allows one to increase his skills, hopefully one day being able to compete in a national partner stunt competition. The National Cheerleading Association hosts partner stunts every year. According to Varsity, who's a sponsor for NCA as well as UCA, NCA Nationals are the most prestigious cheerleading championships in the country. Inside Cheerleading Magazine says that the Partner Stunt Nationals take place every year in Daytona Beach, Florida in the 2nd week of April. Prior to competition, hundreds of partners make videos, send them in, just in an attempt to be considered for Partner Stunt Championships. Only 9 pairs are selected every year, so it's prestigious just to be able to compete, not only to win. Just by competing itself, even if you don't do that well, you're creating a name for yourself. Everybody's there to watch. People will see you, whether it's fellow athletes or coaches from a school you may want to attend or a school that you've attended. Each year, one pair is crowned national champion. And just like when a team wins, they receive a ring as well as a trophy. After nationals are over, this is when Stunt Fest begins. Stunt Fest starts on Saturday and is something that is very often overlooked. although it's a huge deal to many cheerleaders. Stuntfest serves multiple purposes depending on who you are and what your goals are. It can serve simply as a way to showcase your talents at the same time to other cheerleaders as well as coaches. And it also serves as a learning experience. There's so many people at Stuntfest that you always know that there's someone better than you, there's someone worse than you. And you can learn from those better and you can teach those that are not as good. Stuntfest is a time for you to meet and make connections with other stunters who have the same passion as you do. According to Garen Gosnell, the head cheer coach of HPU, it's unknown to many before the first time they attend Stuntfest that this is a time for you to be recruited. And in some cases, you can even have your tryouts. HPU actually conducts live tryouts every year at Stuntfest, and this is an opportunity for kids to get into a school that offers scholarship and an opportunity for them. Stunting has become an attraction for so many because of the different types of stunts, the techniques involved, and the events that it produces. Take the time to catch a glimpse of stunting for yourself the next time you see someone standing around throwing a girl in the air and you're thinking, what the heck is that? Take the time to appreciate it and learn a little bit.